Welcome to the beautiful islands of Tahiti and the very first episode of A Doctor's Journey. Now, this is where I unpack how I got here. What is my why? What's my why for moving forward past my master's degree? And it was really simple. I wasn't landing the opportunities that I wanted to move my career further. And then I said to myself, I had a great working thesis. I was working on reasons why certain types of people were more susceptible to influenza. And I wanted to follow that research into my doctoral journey. So what I'm most famously known for, of course, is my work with the flu and identifying that biomarker that's causing us to be more susceptible. So there's this biomarker called albumin. And with lower levels of albumin, I saw where individuals were more likely to contract influenza than individuals who had higher levels of albumin. So you're like, okay, Sabrina, piece it together. How do I get this albumin? Well, it's from adequate nutrition. So cutting out those high carbs, high sugar, and making sure that you're nourishing your body with things that are of nutritional value. And then just have that conversation with your physician. So when you're asking about your cholesterol and your sugar levels, definitely go ahead and ask what's your albumin level, especially with influenza season coming up and COVID right around the loop. Now, I launched A Doctor's Journey because I wanted to kind of see if people of color, black and brown, would be more open to research if their scientists look like them. So we are very skeptical of the people that we take information from. And that's because we don't see ourselves in those people. But what if your scientist looked like you? What if your scientist was me? We went to school together. We met on a vacation. We met in college. I'm normal. Would that make you more open to research? And that's what JFP Consulting is. So we are a practice for real world evidence research. And then it wouldn't feel the same if I wasn't able to help people to get to where I'm at. So I do have that academic consultation where you can meet with the advisor, sit one-on-one and talk about what your plan is for your career, as well as that professional consulting as well, so that you can land that dream job that you're looking for. Most of my time, however, will be dedicated to research. So there are plenty of opportunities for you to participate in research. Right now, I am working on research that look at the economic growth of women during COVID-19. So if you're over the age of 18 and you want to participate in research that affects us, because at the end of the day, we can't fix what we don't know. If we don't know what's going on in black and brown communities through research, we really can't make it better. And sometimes we complain and we get really skeptical. Well, why does it work for that set of people and not us? And why are we having different reactions? Well, sometimes that diversity balance in clinical trials is just not there. So certain races and certain ethnicities are the first to put their hands up, and that way we actually know what's going on with them in comparison to our community. So that's where I found my niche. That's where I want to make a difference. And that's where I encourage you to go to consult jfpc.com/research. And men, don't get at me, but this one is just for women, but I am certainly looking to partner with the NIH on different research for minority groups. So there will be plenty of opportunities for you to participate in research as well. I want to definitely move forward into the next chapter of the episode. So how to leverage your resource? Well, you definitely want to talk with someone that's been on the same journey as you. Usually they're very open and willing to give you that information. I've never been too busy for an upcoming scientist. I've never been too busy for someone who's in the public health field and need a little bit of advice. And I am that way because I remember going through the struggles. I remember having to switch one or two colleges or ditch one or two professors along the way. So I've been through the entire loop. And if there's an aspect of my career that I can share with you to make yours better and move forward, then by all means. And I feel like when you get to the finish line, it would be a great opportunity for you to pay it forward and help someone else that's coming after you in that same career path or even something different. thank you for being here on the very first episode of A Doctor's Journey. There is plenty more to come, plenty more to unlock. I don't want to make these videos too long so I lose your attention in the middle. We will continue to film from exciting destinations around the world. So if you have a little extra time, check out the few videos and pics after this and see what the island of Tahiti has to offer. And you may wonder, Sabrina, how did you wrap travel into a blog about education? And I remember growing up, and when my teacher would teach outside, I felt like I learned more. You know, the teacher never took you under the tree and read a book to you. That's what I say when someone asks me why I travel so much. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Share with your friends if you know someone who's going to school and struggling, need a little bit of help, or you have a sister, cousin, brother who can really benefit from hearing this information. Definitely don't hesitate to share.